Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Nish and thank you for tuning into my video. I truly appreciate it. In today's video, I will be reviewing the Bose Soundlink Micro. Now, this is Bose's smallest offering when it comes to their current line of portable Bluetooth speakers, and I've had this speaker for well over 2 years now, so I'm in a pretty good position to give you my opinion on it. Having said that, here's my review. The speaker comes in 3 different colors. It comes in midnight blue, bright orange, and black. In the box, you get the speaker itself, you get a micro USB charging cable, and the regular support documentation. Now, looking at the design of the speaker, up at the top front, you have the hole for the microphone because it has hands-free Bluetooth calling. You have the minus and plus buttons for the volume control right here. In the middle of those 2 buttons, you have the multifunction button, which allows you to skip forward, skip back, play, pause, answer calls, and summon your phone's voice assistant. On the top here, you have a Bluetooth pairing button, you have the power button, you have an exposed micro USB charging port. Let's just turn on.
Battery 70%. Connected to Galaxy Note 9.
You have the status LED right here, which blinks blue when in Bluetooth pairing mode. And then you have the 5 white LEDs that indicate the battery status right next to it. At the bottom of the speaker, you have these 4 little nubs that acts as mini legs to keep the speaker raised off of the table or flat surface, whichever surface you put it on. And you also have a silicone strap that can strap around many different objects, so you can actually fix this speaker wherever the strap can fit around, which is pretty cool. And around the entire body of the speaker is this rubberized silicone, which this strap is made of as well. The only part of the speaker that's actually exposed plastic is this square at the bottom here, which the base radiates out of. Everything else is coated with this rubberized silicone, which makes this speaker very, very durable and rugged. I've dropped this thing many times from many different heights, from shelves, from shoulder height, on concrete, on tile, on everything, and this speaker is still functioning fine. There's no rattling whatsoever. This thing can bounce off the concrete and work fine. So the speaker itself weighs 10 ounces. It's very light, but it does feel sturdy. It feels compact and solid. You know, if you whip this at someone, you can definitely do some damage. So it is pretty light. It is pretty pocketable. I mean, look at the size of this thing. This is like, you know, it is very, very tiny. This fits in pretty much any pocket, pouch, compartment, you know, and if it doesn't, you could always strap it to whatever, you know, your bag, your handlebar, whatever. You know, it's a very, very versatile speaker in terms of placing it and setting it up. So you can just have your audio bounce around the room or bounce around your environment, pretty much just how you like it. One feature that is missing from this Bluetooth speaker is the lack of a 3.5 millimeter auxiliary jack. So the only way you're listening to music as this thing is through Bluetooth. There is no physical wired connections here. I don't mind personally because I use it straight as a Bluetooth speaker, but I know some people are definitely gonna have an issue with this. And another thing to note is that this is a mono speaker, which means there is only one transducer here, and there's not enough space for stereo separation, even if there were 2. So if you did want stereo sound coming out of this, you'd have to buy another Bose Soundlink Micro, and then you could connect them together, place them on either side of the room, or set it up however you like, and then you could have one with the left channel, one with the right channel, and then you could have your stereo sound, you know, that way. But if you're going to buy 2 of these things, I recommend you just save your money and buy something a little bit bigger and better. So one of my favorite features of this speaker, and I'm surprised that nobody has actually mentioned this, is that you can actually turn this thing on from your pair of Bluetooth devices. So it's crazy. This can be on the other side of the room. You can just pick up your phone, go to your Bluetooth paired list, select the Bose micro, and it'll turn on, which is insane. I don't know what other speaker does that. No, none of my other Bluetooth speakers do that. I think this is a very, very underrated feature. Bose doesn't even advertise it, and I haven't even heard anyone else speak on this. So the fact that it can do that is, incredible. If you have your speaker set up in the corner of the room, or you already had it fixed the way you like it, you could just walk in from the other side, 30 meters away, and enable it, turn it on your phone, start blasting music, which is absolutely amazing. Definitely an underrated feature, and one of the best features. And probably the coolest feature of this speaker is that it is IPX7 rated. So that means that you can submerge this thing in water, in up to 1 meter of water for 30 minutes, and nothing is going to happen to it. Even with this exposed micro USB port on the top here, I don't know how they did it, but it's incredible that this speaker is fully submergible. You can toss this in the sand, toss this in the water. Nothing's going to happen to your speaker. It's going to play music, and it is amazing. That makes this speaker so rugged, so versatile, and one of my favorite speakers, to be honest. That's why I use it every single day. I use this. This is my dedicated shower speaker. I'm blasting tunes in the shower all the time with this thing. However, one thing to note, guys, is that this speaker does not float. So if you drop it in the pool or the lake or whatever body of water you drop it in, get it immediately because it will sink. This will sink very, very quick. Bose's slogan for this is tiny until you turn it on. And I can't think of a better slogan myself, because that is spot on right there. It is surprising the amount of sound that comes out of this thing. The amount of bass that comes out of this thing is ridiculous as well. It's not going to be, chest thumping, wall rattling, or anything like that. But it's definitely present. And, just look at how thin the profile is. For the amount of bass and the amount of sound that comes out of this thing, it's surprising. It is shocking. One thing to note, though, is that there is distortion. When you go past maybe 60-65%, the low end definitely drops out a bit, and when you go towards max volume, you definitely have some distortion. I wouldn't say, things are definitely not as separated as I would like, but for a speaker of this size and of this portability, I mean, it is absolutely fine. It still sounds amazing. This is my dedicated shower speaker. So that's how I use this pretty much every single day. I take a cold shower and I have this thing blasting, and, it makes cold showers bearable when I'm blasting my tunes. So, I use it all the time, every single day. This is probably my most used Bluetooth speaker. And, just for that reason alone, for me playing it in the shower. And, it is absolutely incredible. I love this thing. Definitely one of my favorite Bluetooth speakers. The sound quality, again, is incredible, especially when you don't go past, 60 to 70%. You leave it within that range, and the sound quality is amazing. 60% to 70% is loud enough. But, it definitely gets loud. 100% volume, this thing definitely fills a small to medium-sized room, no problem. Especially when you put it in the corner of the room, where the bass radiates even more and the sound can bounce off the walls. This thing sounds really, really good. So the speaker takes about 3.5 hours to charge, and you can expect about up to 6 hours of playback time. With my own testing, it works more like 4.5 to 5 hours. But I usually play my music in the washroom, in the shower, at 80% volume, 80 to 100% volume. So keep that in mind, that those numbers, up to 6 hours is probably if you're playing it around 50% volume, which I never do. I only play it at 60% and above. So even though I just said it sounds better when you don't play it above 60%, but when you're in the shower and the water's going, who cares anyways? The water is definitely cutting and interfering with the music in a way, but so I just play it at 100% volume or 80% volume, and it's fine. It's fine. So some of the cons of this speaker, or the negatives, I can't really think of any really. I mean, to nitpick, I can say that 6 hours of playback time is kind of low, but given the form factor, can you really be mad about that? I mean, I don't know. Another thing I could say is maybe if the audio quality was a little bit better, but again, given the form factor and the size, like, it is still shocking how good it is given the size. So, in terms of cons, guys, I can't really think of anything. The speaker functions as it should. It sounds amazing. I can't really fault it at all. It is such a versatile product, in terms of the way you can set it up and everything. I can't find any faults with it. This is one product that I have to say that there really isn't anything I would actually improve, other than maybe the battery life and the sound quality. But those are still, great given the form factor and size of this thing. So, I can't really fault it at all. So who is this speaker for? This speaker is for those who prioritize portability over anything else. This is great for travelers, backpackers, people who love being outdoors, because it is rugged. It is IPX7 rated, so you can get this thing wet. You could drop it in a pool, as I said. Just don't just grab it immediately because it will sink. You can throw this in a bag in your pocket, strap it to your bag, whatever. It's rated. It's so portable. I mean, it'll fit in any pocket, your shorts pocket, your jeans pocket. And if it can't fit in your pocket, you can just strap it to yourself. You can just strap it on your belt. You can strap it, definitely this is for people on the go, or for people who want a dedicated shower speaker like me. This is my dedicated shower speaker, and I can't think of a better shower speaker than this. The Bose Soundlink Micro currently retails for $130 Canadian and $100 US, although I have seen it go on sale many times as low as $90 Canadian. So keep your eye out. It definitely does go on sale, because I've seen many sales on these. I highly recommend it for those who are, looking to get a durable, rugged, tiny speaker that also sounds incredible. So there you have it, guys. My review of the Bose Soundlink Micro. Tiny until you turn it on. Thank you guys once again for tuning in. I truly appreciate it. Stay home, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.